Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it happens to be your very first time here. My name is Troy, and in the series you're gonna see today, I plan to show that anyone can create a growing source of completely passive income.
You don't even have to lift a finger if you don't want to.
If this is the first time you're even hearing of this series and you want to know what it's all about, I'm going to link episode 1 above my head so you can go back and watch that and get an understanding of what I'm trying to accomplish with this series. In that first episode, I explain all things such as why I picked the stocks I picked, how much and how often I'm going to be investing, and the overall goals of this portfolio. Once you're caught up there, feel free to watch the other episodes in order so you can see the natural progression of a portfolio just like this, or you can just come back to this episode to see where we're currently at. With that being said, if you're already caught up and you're here for your bi-weekly update, let's get to it. In today's video, I'm going to start with a quick refresher on where we left off at the end of last episode. Then I'm going to jump right into where the portfolio is currently sitting. Then we're going to look at how the most recent buy I just completed is impacting the cost basis of the positions in this account. Then we're going to dive right in to see the all-time best and all-time worst performers in this portfolio, followed by my projected annualized returns based off of my current returns. Then we're going to take a look at the massive number of dividends received from this portfolio just since the last update. And then to wrap the video up, I'm going to forecast my upcoming dividends as well as share a dividend increase I just received in this portfolio. Now, since it's been 2 weeks since the last update, let me quickly show you where we left off. All right, and looking here, this is at the conclusion of last episode. We had a goal of $130 per holding. The previous account balance was sitting at $1,609.75, and this portfolio was in the green by $43.08 or 2.77%. So now let's go ahead and dive right in to see where this portfolio currently sits with this right here. As a reminder, every other Friday, $60 is automatically added into this account and $5 is automatically invested into each and every one of these stocks. All the information you guys are going to see in today's video is going to be as of the close of market on January 10th of 2025. This portfolio is now 52 weeks old, aka happy birthday, 1 year old for this portfolio. So we're super excited about that. And we have a goal of $135 per holding, which gives us a new account balance sitting at $1,623.91. So I did just complete buys this past Friday, and I want to show you how those buys have impacted the cost basis of the positions in this account with this right here. So the market, I don't know if you guys have known this, but the market has been taking a little bit of a beating the last 2, 4, 6-ish weeks. All that being said, we've actually increased our cost basis still in 3 of our positions, and we were able to decrease the cost basis in 9 of our positions, which means those positions are more than likely in the red, and we are going to be, like I said, lowering that cost basis. So if and when these stocks rebound, we're going to make more money quicker from all these positions. So it is a good thing. Obviously in the short term, it does suck, but we're long-term investors. We're not traders. We are investors. So next up, I'm going to show you real quick. Stop me if you heard this before, but the biggest increase in cost basis goes to AVGO or Broadcom, that went from $149.46 per share to $151.27 per share. So this little pullback that we're having doesn't seem to really impact Broadcom all that much. So that's, nice to hear. But again, stop me if you heard this before. Biggest decrease, guess who? Goes to Humana. They went from $326.70 per share down to $324.41 per share. So now let's go ahead and quickly look and see how this portfolio is doing as a whole. And I'm also going to primarily share with you guys the best and worst performer in this portfolio all time with this right here. So looking at all these positions, every bit of information that you guys could possibly want to know is right here, but primarily I'm going to go over a couple things on here. So Broadcom up here at the top, AVGO, is still the biggest and best performer in this portfolio all time over the past year. Broadcom was up $65.08 or 48.28% for me. And then Humana, HUM, was down $22.98 or 17.07% for me again over the past year, since this is the portfolio's birthday or birthday episode, I guess. I don't know exactly what day I started the portfolio. We're just going to say it's its birthday. So in total, if you look down here at the very bottom, this portfolio is in the red by $11.61 cents, or down 0.72%. I thought we were going to, get over the red days, but I wasn't expecting, multiple episodes of negative pullbacks in the portfolio, but you get what you get kind of thing. So again, not worried about it. We are not traders. We are investors. We're here for the long term. All this is, it presents buying opportunities. So we like that. So just a quick refresher on what you guys are seeing right here. There are 3 positions in this portfolio that remain in the green, with that being Broadcom, Dillard's, and it looks like MasterCard. And then there are now 9 positions. I only have 12 positions, so 3 plus 9 equals 12. 9 of the positions are in the red. So that's pretty impressive. I remember a couple episodes back, all 12 positions were in the green. So that's impressive. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and dive right in. If I will say before we move on to the next thing, if 2025 is going to treat us like this, where the portfolio is going to keep going down and keep giving back money, we're not changing any of the strategy. We are still adding money to all of these positions because we like them long term. Again, not traders, we are investors. So we're going to use it to lower the cost basis like we just showed in the last slide or visual that you guys saw. So with that negative $11.61 or 72 cents in the red, or 72%, oh, that would be really bad, 0.72% in the red. Let's go ahead and add these numbers up real quick, and I'm going to show you this chart that shows how this portfolio has ebbed and flowed all time with right here on this chart, as I just said. So again, going back to episode 1, we don't have any information. That was roughly 1 year ago, and then you guys can see ebbs and flows of this portfolio. This is, believe it or not, the 6th time that this portfolio has now been in the red, where I would have been better off not owning anything. But again, we're not worried about short terms. So I just wanted to bring that up. I was counting it. I was like, I wonder how many times this portfolio was in the red. So 6 out of 27, I guess, is our number. 26 technically, if you're not including episode 1, because episode 1, nothing happened. So 6 times out of 26. So 20 times this portfolio was in the green. We're going to get back there. Trust and believe. So the thing that I thought was most exciting when putting together this information for you guys, the amount of the amount, like physical dollar amount that I've received in dividends since the last update is very, very exciting. And 2, just the amount of times I've been paid in this portfolio since the last update is also very exciting. I want to dive into that with this right here. So in total, just since the last episode, which was 2 weeks ago, there has been, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different payments into this portfolio, which is super exciting to understand and see and all kinds of stuff. So the first one, as I alluded to in last episode, if you guys watched that, December 31st, we had our 50 cents received from Broadcom. And I'm going to put up this chart right here so you guys can see the growth of this dividend just over this last year since we've owned it. So going back to April 1st, it was 11 cents. That's June 28th was 23 cents. September 30th was 34 cents. And here we are to close out 2024. We finished with 50 cents. Broadcom's now paid us $1.18 or 7.6% of the total dividends received in this portfolio. Then we go to also that same day, we received our interest payment, which I told you guys about in last episode. It ended up being 7 cents from SPAXX. And again, here's this chart. This one's not really important to look at because we're not worried about growth. I just wanted to share it with you guys anyway. We received 7 cents for December 31st. In total, SPAXX has paid us 82 cents, which is 5.28% of the total dividends paid in this portfolio. Then next up, on January 3rd, we received 23 cents from Plute Group, or PHM. And again, looking at the same chart, we have April 2nd, 5 cents. That's July 2nd, 11 cents. We have October 2nd, that's 16 cents. Then we have January 3rd, that's 23 cents. You guys can see every single time they're paying me, not only is the money I'm adding obviously increasing, which is the point, but also it's the dividends being raised, and there increases the dividends as well. So in total, PHM has now paid us 55 cents or 3.54% of the total income paid into this portfolio. Then we get to January 6th, where Dillard's paid us, but this wasn't an ordinary dividend from Dillard's. This was a special dividend. And the thing that is crazy about this, and I'm going to actually talk way more about this in the next slide I'm going to show you guys, The crazy thing is, this was $7.58 as a special dividend from Dillard's, which is super, super exciting. So this chart's going to be a little skewed. I think Dillard's is actually a February payer, so we're going to get more money from Dillard's here next month as well. So, but anyway, I wanted to share this chart with you. So in May, they paid us 2 cents. In August, they paid us 3 cents. In November, they paid us 6 cents. And then here we are in January with the special dividend. They paid us $7.58. So in total, Dillard's now paid us $7.69. Nice. Which is 49.55% of the total dividends received in this portfolio. Again, more on that here in 1 second. But we have one more dividend to talk about, which was the day that I got all this information. I received 47 cents on January 10th from Steel Dynamics. Again, looking at their chart, in April, they paid us 11 cents. In July, they paid us 21 cents. In October, they paid us 34 cents. Here we are in January, they paid us 47 cents. We're up to $1.13 from STLD, Steel Dynamics, which is 7.28% of the total dividends received in this portfolio. Now, I've alluded to this a couple times just in what I was saying. I want to show you guys where we finished at the end of 2024 in this portfolio, the first year, and then also where we're currently sitting for January with that special dividend from Dillard's with this right here. All right, so first thing over here on the far left, I'm probably going to block it out because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but over here on the far left, in December, we finished with $1.05. I told you guys I had a strong feeling that Q4, all three payments was going to total over $1 each, which again, doesn't sound like anything crazy because it's not. It's only $1, but we're just getting started. This portfolio is just picking up speed. Wait for it in 3, 4, 5, 6 years when I have all kinds of comments on the video. Oh, I'll never be able to invest. I don't have any money. Oh, it must be nice to have all that money, whatever. And we're going to be able to go all the way back to episode 1, but like, hey, bud, this started with $60. You can do it too. That's kind of the point. So, like I said, December, we finished with $1.05, giving us a Q4 sum of $3.34, giving us a 2024 sum of $7.24 or 60 cents per month or 2 cents per day. And then we're going to go over here. I'm going to unblock it. Magic of editing. Poof. So over here in January, again, this is not because of the crazy growth of like crazy dividend growth rate or anything, or me adding a ton of money, but that special dividend from Dillard's is crazy, right? January right now, so far, we still have more payments. I'm actually going to touch on that here in a second. We have more payments coming. We're already up to $8.28. So first of all, that's already, what is that, 27,500% more than we received last January. So we're doing really good. Even if you include all of Q1 from last year, we're up 4,500% on that. And if you go all the way down here to the very bottom, we're at $8.28. Obviously, that's all we received for January, and January is the start of the year. That's already 14.4% more money than we received in 2024. We're not done, obviously, with January, nor are we even close to being done with 2025. It just started. I'm super excited to see what happens for this portfolio and investing for me and even you guys in the future. So obviously stay tuned. Keep coming back. We're going to see how high we can get this number. But next, I want to show you what's in store for the rest of January with this right here. So as I said, I took this screenshot technically on the 11th. I got all the information other than this screenshot on the 10th, but on the 11th, I took this. So if you guys look for the rest of January, it looks like we have a couple ex-dividend dates sprinkled in there. We'll get to those later. Like I said, I was talking about those earlier. Nobody seemed to care. My feelings aren't hurt anyway. So we get to the 17th, next Friday, we have Intuit coming in. I'm not really sure what they're going to pay, but we know we're getting paid. Then we skip a week. I don't know why we're skipping a week, but we're skipping a week. I'm a little upset about it, but you know, everything can't be good in January, right? So we're skipping a week there, but then on the 29th, we're going to get ALG, and on the 31st, we get Humana. So the next time you guys see this will be, I'll be recording on February 1st. You guys will see it like, what is that, February 3rd or something, whatever numbers equal. You guys will see it then. You guys will get to see what we finish January with in next episode. Again, stay tuned, keep coming back, ring the bell, all the things, subscribe, you know, stuff and things. So that's that. The last thing I want to leave you guys with is I actually received a dividend increase this month as well. And I want to show you guys not only who raised the dividend, how much they raised the dividend, when it's going to be payable, but also the math behind that dividend raise and how much Money Ice didn't have to invest in this stock to get me the same amount in dividends. If that's confusing, I'll explain it here in 1 second with this right here. So on January 2nd, Alamo Group announced a 15.4% increase to their dividend, going from 26 cents per share per quarter to 30 cents per share per quarter, to be paid on January 29th for anybody that owns this stock before January 16th. As of Friday, January 10th of 2025, I owned 0.706 shares of ALG. With this new dividend raise, I'll be expecting 0.2118 cents, so let's just call that 21 cents in dividends. Before this raise, the dividends received would have been 0.18356 cents, so we're just going to call that 18 cents. For me to get that same 21 cents I will now be getting thanks to the raise, I would have needed 0.815 shares, which is 0.109 more shares than I have now, which would have cost me $18.85, or more than a month and a half of contributions. But thanks to this raise, I'll get it this coming Thursday for free. But that's going to wrap it up for this bi-weekly update to the Anyone Can Invest portfolio. If you guys enjoy this series, please let me know that by leaving a like on this video, and also using the comment section down below to let me know what you guys enjoy about this series, or if you hate the series, let me know that in the comments down below as well. And if you guys happen to miss it, I just uploaded the 2024 recap for my dividend growth portfolio that I'm going to eventually use to retire early. So if you didn't see that, make sure you check it out right here. But until next time, see you.